All right, so 8 a.m. Let's get started right away. It's Monday, April 8th, 2024. Let's check the news real quick because there's nothing. So let's just look at the calendar. So nothing for the US news today. So no news at 8:30. Wait a little bit for or let's go straight to the um, chart levels, starting with gold. We do have here a bull flag forming right now, coming up here and then coming back down. Seems that we do have our first resistance level up here in the bull flag. So unless it goes above that one, we are counter trending levels. Let's check out the levels that taking. It seems that I'm taking this pivot high overnight. It's kind of hard to tell because when you have a new high, it's hard to tell where the what happened to this. Okay, it's hard to tell where the support and resist or the resistance is because it could go over there. So if it goes above this line, I'm gonna look for that extension there. For now, after this big pull, it seems that it's resting a little bit. And gold has been moving very strongly since the first day of the month. When it broke the 2207 value. So now its resistance is at 2368, and support I mark it here in this pivot low or this pivot high, which is 2348. You can call it 2350, a rounded number. But as you see, it's been in a very nice run to the upside. We are going to check later the Thinkorswim daily platforms or platform for the daily charts. In crude, we are opening very much lower right here. Over in the 6 a.m., it really moved down all the way down to 84, almost $85. Where I put the support here, I consider this one a little bit of overshoot. 84 would be my level for today as a pivot down or support. And then in the upside, $2 up, $87. Which is mainly that level there, considering a little bit of overshoot. I'm still bullish in crude. It's been trying to move crude above this bounce here, but we are right at the previous day low, which is serving now as a support. I haven't taken any trade in here. Why? Well, because I was not awake at this level. But right now, I would like to see a bounce and then a comeback. Now, if I get another pivot here, I would make I would take the risk and take the trade. Okay, so we do have the levels for gold, for crude, and let's go to ES. And ES is here in this range right there. So my levels are right up here. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm doing it with... Okay. So here it's much better. So here we do have it at 52.37. You can call it for 52.40 as a support, which is this pivot here and that pivot there and that pivot there and that area over there. So the the high I'm putting here, repeating the 5300 level. So if it for any reason goes all the way up, I would expect some resistance here. It's a little bit far. I would say that this midpoint would do a better job as a resistance. And the reason, and you can see also there are a couple of pivots at that level that could serve also as a resistance there. But I'm gonna leave it here like that for now and see what's going on. I'm not bullish in this one. I think that it's a little bit too extended, so that's why I'm not expecting this one to go much higher. So we'll see. In the NQ or RTY, let's do NQ. What's going on with me today? It seems that I didn't do NQ earlier, so I'm gonna do it real quick. And let's see here. Around, I would say that area. 18200, you can call it 18200, and then in the I'm gonna mark this pivot low right here, potentially that one. So let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna mark it right there. It's 13380, 13400. So if you want to go a rounded number, that would be it. Let's extend this one a little bit more and let's change it to RTY. In RTY, RTY, I'm putting this level here. I thought that this one was going to go against the trend. To tell you the truth, I thought that we were going to have higher highs and higher lows. It's not doing that, at least for now. But it's a kind of a bouncing, moving sideways, and this notably in a head and shoulders formation has not been working that great, but it's right in there. The support here, or the resistance here, is at 2290, right there where we are. So and I'm gonna put that pivot here, and with that pivot or that area, so I'm gonna put this one at 2064.3. Okay, there you go. RTY and Q, I think that we did them all. Gold continue coming back a little bit, but it is kind of forming a doji in there. Okay. All right, so let's go with the time charts and start with gold. Let's see what we see here. Yeah, there's a kind of a doji continuation formation in here. Let me put Thinkorswim back here. That. And let's analyze them, starting with gold. Kind of a little doji here. Friday move was very nice, and now it's kind of like at the top of this level. Very vertical move here. What do we have? Yeah, I do have the weeklies here as well. Very vertical move all the way since the beginning of the month, which is right here. Okay. So one, two, three, four, five, six candles that are moving higher, and then we do have a doji formation there. So a little bit of it could go higher, but also I would like this one to retrace a little and then continue. But no signs of doing that now. We do have a momentum MACD indicator going up, and then stochastics also in the kind of resting a little bit. We do have intermediate MFC market forecast falling a little bit, but still in the upper zone. So being a little bit of defensive wouldn't be a bad idea. Then let's go to dailies in crude, and then crude opened with a red bar today in the overnight, and now it's recovering, moving to the upside, forming a bull flag. So we'll see if it moves above this area right here. Then if it moves above this area right here, then I would go. I would feel more comfortable. It's forming a hammer, but it's not completed yet. Anything could happen here. We are at a MACD green still, overbought, and then we do have here a interesting. This one is in the stochastics. We do have a lower high right here, right? This one here is a lower high, but then we do have here a higher low, which is a divergence to a bearish divergence there, or at least a sign that this one could take a rest and go sideways and compress a little bit, and then resume. Intermediate is falling as well. So this MFC market forecast is indicating that we need to be cautious. ES, it's one more thing. Let's check. Above the first day opening range, always consider that above this first day opening range. ES is below this opening range. First day, very little tiny candle up there on the first day, and then move down. But we are recovering a little bit, moving up above the moving averages. Momentum indicator is red, and then stochastics is also red, and this one is a big one. MFC market forecast coming back down, breaking the 80 line. So that one is a bit bearish to me. So be cautious on this one. And then NQ also coming back down. Below the first day opening range, and then coming back in momentum, which is red, and then this one is moving down as well, red. So not good sign. And then also this one is much more extended to the downside. It's already 63.4 on the MFC, and then RTY finally. This one here, and that is what I thought. I was telling you. So I thought that it was going to go higher from this area, but it has not happened yet. It broke this uptrend, and we are right at the bottom of the supply zone. It could go higher now, but we'll see. Right now, there's no signs of that to happen. Just that we are visiting the support area in the price, but momentum MACD indicator is red, stochastics is red, and intermediate is falling to 54. So unless we see a bounce here and recovery, then would be this would be still sideways, I would say, in compression. Okay, but we do have the channel right there, right? We do have the channel, and we are in the bottom part of the channel. All the all the rules would say that this is a good area to look at a trend, at a continuation pattern or a reversal in this zone to the upside. Okay, so those are the four elements, or the four indices or futures we are looking at here. Let's move this one to the other monitor, and let's look at the lower time frames, starting with gold here, pausing a little bit bullish. Bias is still in the 240s, bull flag. And now there's a pivot here, right there. So let's wait to see if this one crosses. It's in compression at this point, but it's bullish still. We do have stack EMA in the 30s. So this is the same trend line you see up here, down here. So we are in a bull flag. We need to wait until this one goes above. The problem with this one going above is that we do have the support, the resistance level right above, which is 2367. So potentially a little bit of more compression. And then you see, if you notice here on the 30 minutes, there is a higher high here, but also there is a divergence there, which means that probably we are going to go into a area of more compression. We'll see. I like this bounce though in the 30 minutes. 817. 3 minutes for gold to open. Let's hurry up a little bit. Crude 240. So we have this hammer coming back up. It seems that wants to keep moving higher after this bottoming or reaction at this level in the 240s. 2 minutes for gold to open. And then we do have bullish in the 240. In the 60s, sideways to bullish, and I would say sideways because of this significant pivot high and significant pivot low. So we may have some compression here until and unless we move to the to above 87. But it seems some spaghetti formation for the moving averages here. You have the 50, which is above the 200, very nice. But the smaller time frames are not stacking to the downside. However, it seems that they want to cross over to the upside there. We need to wait a little bit and see what the day is going to bring us. I would take a break off of this one here. Actually the nice one was down there for the trend reversal breakout, but it didn't. It happened too early. On the 30 minutes, same situation. We are ranging now in compression, coming back down. So unless we move above this area here, then we are compressing. Momentum is coming from the downside to the upside. I like it when it bounces, when it comes from here to there instead. But in this case, it seems that it's crossing. We do have a gap here, and it has not been filled. So that would mean to me that probably we are looking for a little bit of higher price, to me. but I'm I am normally wrong. Okay. So don't trust me. Trust your eyes. Okay. ES in a range coming back up. Broke in the dailies. We saw that one already in the in here. Broke here in the it hit actually the 30 simple day moving average and then started to move up. Right now there's a lot of pressure here or a resistance level at this point. So I would look at this like you know, failed bull flag right there, coming back down, and I don't know, it could continue the compression sideways here as well. In price is in between the all the lines, so very confusing. Very confusing compression as at this point. And then sideways also in the 60 minutes. Moving average, the 50 is below the 200, and spaghetti formation here in this area. So there is a good compression in this area right there. 30 minutes, I would say the same. Looks a little bit more bullish, but in compression, and we do have this pivot high and pivot low there. So at this point, really trying to break that triangle, symmetrical triangle actually, but I don't know if it's gonna do a good job or continue the compression here to the side. In Q, in Q 240 minutes also in compression, creating a bear flag, I would say, but in compression. We have moving averages is stacking to the downside with the exception of the 50 that is still over the 200. So in compression to me. Also 60 minutes sideways move, compression as well. In the 30 minutes, you can notice it, very easy to identify, overnight sideways move. And lastly, let's go with RTY. In compression as well, in the 240s, moving averages below the big guys here, the 200 and the 50, and the 50 above the 200. So yes, compression, I would say, forming a bear flag in this case. Momentum is this one is coming from the upside to the downside, but it really let's expand this one a little bit. You know what? It could give us a little bit of sideways move unless we go above this level. But it seems to me that there is a bullish divergence there with the fast and slow line above the zero line. So that could mean a little bit of either sideways move to the upside. And then in the sideways in the 60 minutes, all the moving averages are stacking to the downside. You see 250 and the moving averages are still down, but they are crossing. So sideways, I would say compression. Also in the 60 minutes, we are at resistance at this point. We'll see if it manages to break this one. it looks like we do have a significant pivot high and significant pivot low right there. So I would say compression now. Okay, let's go to the Renko charts. And wait a little bit. And I'm gonna tell you something now while we are waiting. So give me 1 second. I'm looking for. Okay, I'm creating a another channel that is going to be. I'm helping to create another channel that is going to be in Spanish, and so I'm gonna give a little bit of advertisement here. So we just started. Let me show you here. It's called Trading with Mauricio, who is who I'm training on this one. We just put one elemental video. I think that we are going to change this playlist name. But it's going to be all in Spanish. So I'm gonna say it in Spanish also. Entonces estamos creando un canal que se llama Trading con Mauricio en español. Entonces, para que se suscriban a este canal, voy a estar haciendo videos con él, y él va a manejar su propia página. Entonces la idea es que va a ir registrando el aprendizaje. So the idea is that he is going to register his learning. So it's going to go from he doesn't know anything about trading. So, which is good, because in that way he could learn, as well as share with you his journey doing trading. And so we are going to publish that. Subscribe and like his video, so in that way you can either take advantage of it, and also if you can support his channel as well, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so let's oops. What happened here? Open straight down. I was not looking at it. Okay. Where are we with gold? Coming back. Now it's touching the 50 in the 30 minutes. Still coming back down. Momentum is all the way down here. Very strong initial reaction here. I'm surprised at the opening. Right now it's lower highs or lower lows and a lower high, not really breaking. Now it's moving a little bit up, and potential bear flag here, or bear trap here, and yeah, certainly enough, it's moving to the upside. Red momentum, but above the zero line, it's above the let's see what it does here. Looking at my other charts, Still downtrending. And fighting with gold, it's not a good idea, I don't think, at this point. So I'm gonna... Or fighting against gold, actually. Potential trend reversal breakout here, a little bit extended already at this point. So this one is a low, but I would like to see something like that and then move up. Okay, come back down a little bit more. Okay, momentum again, played okay, a little bit of bounce there. Still momentum in the 30s is down. Let's wait to see if it's actually almost a doji, a perfect doji so far in the dailies. Coming back. Okay, let's take it. Not yet. Let's wait a little bit. It's in compression for sure, but yeah, good call. Good call to wait a little bit. Little bit choppy now. In compression, yeah, you have to look at this. You have to look at this. I mean that one. You have to look at this. Now in compression here, we are teasing the previous day high right here with this doji candle in the dailies. Yeah, you're right, Bobber. Nice rejection of the cloud at the open. Yes. Yeah, I did not see it. Anyways, let's wait a little bit to see what it does here. And we are below our support level right here. Still in compression, trying to bounce up. Okay. In compression, trying to move up, moving up. Right below the break of support level. And coming back down again. Seems that it's creating some we are below the cloud or in the cloud actually, not below, but we're in the cloud. We have the 200 right above. Is yeah, no, it's not the 200, it's the smooth 50 up here. Still compressing. See how it goes around the zero line here? And then momentum in the higher time frame in the 30s, right? It's pointing down. In compression in the cloud. And in here we are below the 30 SMA as well, so need to be careful. We need to be careful. Seems that it's moving up, breaking support. Breaking resistance, which was a previous support. So that's why I said breaking support. We'll see. We do have the previous high right above. Careful here, be careful here. Okay, potentially a doji. If it goes above the 33.48. And it didn't trigger to the upside. It's actually continuing in the range. Okay. $240s in gold. This is still in a bull flag, but it's moving down. Well, at least we are safe, right? Not taking any trades yet. There's a well-defined resistance level up here at this resistance or support or resistance. Let's look at the. So here is where we are marking, and 10 simple moving averages here, and resistance is right above. So going up here would be a counter trend in the short term, in the very short term, and we have higher highs and higher lows in the tricky. This one is tricky. Yes, I know. Oh yeah. You know, I've been hurt also when I see this, and I started to see you know, these formations. That's why I'm saying that if you have you have to try to identify the side moves, because you could if you don't have your rules that clear, then you could probably have taken one trade there, one trade there, one trade there, and then probably your account would be reduced significantly. So that's why I prefer confirmation and looking at it. You do have also a break right there, but it's only one pivot that you have in to the left. So when you have a well-defined, like in this case here, it's a little bit better. When you have two or more of them, if it comes and revisit and then breaks, that would be more reliable than only breaking to the upside. Here, you do have, you know, kind of like that situation. You do have two tops and then trying to break, but still you do have the smooth 50 up there. Phew. Phew. I think I see a little bit of more bearish move in gold. We'll see. I don't know really. Opening value right there. That's the open. No signs of recovering yet. Momentum wiggling around the zero line. Here there was that. Now you can notice it better. That lower low here and higher low in the momentum. And now it's after it moved to the zero line, now it started to move sideways, and now with momentum is to the downside, trying to bounce here off of that opening value. And right at the 50, I almost entered a trade here, but was not convinced. And I'm not going to fight gold, to tell you the truth. It's been very bullish, and I'm not fighting the bulls here. It could reverse, but if it start giving us signals of reversion and coming back, then I may take a trade, but at this point it's too difficult to fight the bulls. Now, crude is also making a range here. Seeing we are in crude. All of these overlapping candles here. Not really, and I would say that we have a lot of topping tails, or significant topping tails and significant bottoming tails as well. Now it's forming a doji coming back down. There we go, moving to the upside. Let's check momentum here. Is still coming back down, and here it's still in compression. Sideways move in the MACD. And teasing and playing with the 50 SMA right here. And all the moving averages are not to the upside yet. Crude coming back down a little bit more than pre-open. Now gold is kind of going to the support level as well. Looking better. Looking better. Bouncing off of the 50 SMA right here. Below the previous high. Trying to break. Coming back down. Potentially forming a doji here, or an engulfing. There's an engulfing candle here. Engulfing about to trigger just below the previous day high. A little bit risky. This trade would be very, very risky, I would say. There's no confirmation yet. We are above the cloud, or crossing above the cloud, with an engulfing candle. Momentum is trying to go to the upside. Engulfing is triggered. We are right below the previous day high. Above the it seems that it's reversing again. And coming back down. It's wiggling still here. Now it's breaking to the upside. Okay. Now it's bouncing off of the 50 and coming back down. See, it's having problems to break the previous day high. This is a doji, very indecisive candle. So It's not moving. Still red. Coming back down. And coming back down. And I'm gonna be stopped out here, I think. And that would be all for today for me. Yep. Okay, I was stopped out there. Lost today 100 and no, $350 in between the two. I still have. Okay. Something is not working with my. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna leave. I'm still in one contract. I should probably move it out. This candle breaks below. I will stop it. Not nice. Yeah, it did, huh? It did, but it didn't. Anyways. Okay, now it's, come on. Oh, it's taking all of these guys out. There you go. Move up. Seems that wants to go up. Come on. Yeah, I didn't wait for confirmation. I just wanted to make a trade and I just entered it. So I was stopped in a couple of contracts already. Hopefully this one would turn around and move to the upside. Still this one is below and that was, oh, there you go. Moving up. Okay, I'm breaking above the previous high. Let's see how much more room. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm trailing this one. I'm trailing this one. I'm trailing this one. 140. Come on. Keep going, keep going. Mm. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more. I'm gonna start tightening the stop here. Okay. I'm gonna get out here just because my first initial trade was not. I mean, I was stopped out. Okay, and something weird happened with my trader copier. Okay. Something weird happened with my trader copier, and some of the trades were profitable, some of the trades were not. The main one is the PA accounts. Those were good. I prefer to get out at a profit. But the first one, for some reason, didn't trigger. I have to review. Sometimes this is the second time I have problems with my trader copier. Yeah, this is this is the second time in 2 or 3 days that I have problems with my trader copier. So I would need to contact customer support and see what's going on there. Not really a happy camper. And since that happened, probably I'm not going to trade anymore today until and unless I figure out what's going on. All right. So that's today. At the end, ended up being a pretty good day. Right, let's resume what's so there was a up down here. I was stopped and the first contract right there for I traded two contracts. The first one I was stopped there, and I had the other one below right below my second stop. Initially the first stops are put together, right? But then I trailed the first one, and when this one came back down, the first one was stopped out, and then the second one did not. It was a little bit below there, and then that one I trailed it all the way to the upside there, and I was able to recover from my initial loss. However, that didn't happen in all my contracts. Or in on my accounts. So anyways, good day. Oh, how about here? No, but I said that I was not going to trade anymore. So until until I figure out what happened with my with my trader copier, then I'm going to stay put. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to check the Apex promotion and Renko, and also if you can support that trades con Mauricio, as I showed you before. So if you know people that are traders and speak Spanish, we are going to make this channel grow up, and I'm gonna help him to go through his journey. All right. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. I'm gonna leave some music here for a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna close the stream.